What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Los Wise Guys podcast. I am your host today, Dan, aka Papa Sun Killer, accompanied by the Emperor Lord Disco. See, you got both of them. You got both of them. How do you like that?
Yep, I'll be whatever. I'll be an Emperor Lord. That's that new stuff.
That's the new one. He's running out of categories. He's got to just make up new ones.
All sorts of just on top goodness, Emperor Lord.
Normally we would have Eslam in here, but he told someone that he likes pineapple on pizza, so he's not allowed to be on the podcast. So we're just gonna have it just be the two of us. Honestly, Eslam might be on the episode, or he might not. We'll find out.
It'll be a surprise for all of us.
Yeah, legit. I think it'd be a surprise for him too. So if he does hop on, he's more than welcome to. Obviously, he's our regular host of the podcast. But one thing I want to talk about.
You're just gonna leave him in the lobby.
Yeah, I was like, nah, you can chill. I'm hosting.
You're good. We don't really need you.
Like, let in Henry. One thing and then just kick him out. I do have that power.
True power.
Oh man. And if you guys want to see all of what we do with our power, you can always head over to the loswiseguys.com website. That's where you're going to see all of our content, our videos, stuff that we post on YouTube, our live stuff that you see here on Twitch. You're going to see the LWG FEGL, that's our fantasy league where we play Fantasy Critic games, Fantasy Critic game where we play our fantasy video game league. That's what I'm trying to get out of fucking video.
You got it.
Yeah. So you can check that out.
FLWW.
The LWG FEGL is what you're trying to say.
There you go. That's the one.
Yeah. So you can check out all our content on there. You can also check out our content on our social medias, right there in the bottom. You can ignore Eslams for now, but look at emperor.disco and LWG_Dan That's us. Feel free to check us out there. You can see what we're doing on Twitter and Instagram and everything else. We also got a TikTok. Check that out. It's Los Wise Guys 1. When you're doing all that stuff and you're checking us out on YouTube and you're watching us here on twitch.tv/LosWiseGuys, be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment below. The more you interact with us, the better it is for our content. We get to engage with you. We get to have more seamless contact between you, the viewers, and the listeners, and us. We're going to make better content, and it's going to help our numbers go up. Tell all your friends, tell everybody to do the same. We're going to get famous, and we're going to take you with us. We're all going to be famous together. We're just going to watch each other. That's all we do in the future.
Let's all be some wise people.
Yes, Los Wise people. That's who we are. LWP.
You down with LWP?
LWP.
You know me.
What's Henry saying in the chat? This is another thing. If you guys are watching on YouTube, if you were watching us live, you missed out. You could just check us out on twitch.tv/LosWiseGuys. Henry's interacting with us, and we're right here interacting with him. So he said, kick him out. Pina on pizza. Disgusting. I love the fact that he went Hispanic and said pina.
I'm not going to lie. I like Hawaiian pizza. So you can kick me out too, but I'm going to go down swinging.
Henry, I don't know if he likes pineapple on pizza or not. Eslam, that's literally the first thing that came to my mind, and I was like, screw it. So I feel like we can make this a thing. We can all, even though Disco, I understand you like it, and there's nothing wrong with liking it. Eat whatever you want. But I think as a unit, we should all from now on just hate on Eslam for liking pineapple on pizza, whether he does or not. Can we just all do that going forward, everybody here, please?
I could totally do that. Perfect. I'm on board.
Thank you. Henry, you're in here too. So anytime he comes in and was like, oh, here's the pineapple and pizza lover, this freaking idiot. So we could do that. All right. But for today's episode, we are going to be talking about the 5 or more best zombie apocalypse survival tips, because this is October. This is horror month. This is something we love, something I know I love deep in my heart. Disco, I know you love horror just as much as I do. So, we got to keep the horror stuff going on. So we will be talking about what we feel are the 5 or more best survival tips out there for a zombie apocalypse. But before we do that, Disco and I decided that since Eslam's not here, we're going to have some fun. We're just going to talk about and rank our favorite zombie movies. So what do you want to do? Top 3, top 5? What are you feeling?
We could do top 3, I guess. Give Eslam some time to maybe make an appearance.
Yeah, we could do that. This idiot's out there probably just eating pineapple on pizza. You know what I'm saying?
He probably is a silly guy. He's on a train, just like gobbling down some pineapple.
Like, ooh, look at it, it's so sweet and savory.
He probably doesn't even have ham on it. It's not even Hawaiian. He's just pineapple on pizza.
That's right, because he can't have ham. This man legit just has pineapple on pizza. That's disturbing.
Now that, you know what? Pizza. That is pretty disgusting. I can't get behind that.
That is gross.
I'm irate now. Oh.
Oh, Henry in the chat is saying, what type of zombies we talking about? Fast or slow? Henry, we're going to get to that, because this is something we discussed, trust me. But before we get to that, we are going to just rank our stuff real quick. Give Eslam a little chance to finish his disgusting abomination of a meal he calls pizza. And we're going to go ahead and rank our top 3 favorite zombie movies. Disco, what you got? Number 3. I want to know.
Number 3. So this is the worst on my list, I guess.
I don't know. We could do it in any order. It doesn't matter. I just said number 3.
I'm going to say
no rhyme or reason.
World War Z.
Really? Okay.
That one, I was just taken back by just the amount of numbers. Like, it's just the way they flooded in and just like climbed each other and they were fast. It was just terrifying for me.
I want to interrupt you for one.
I don't know about necessarily the movie. Like, I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is the best movie ever, but like those zombies per se, like the way they portrayed them.
I'm going to interrupt you for one quick second. We have somebody who likes eating disgusting pizza ready to join us. So here we go. Say hello to
disgusting pizza.
This guy. This pizza. Guy. Oh my God, Eslam, shut up! Your choice in food is horrible. I want to shout out somebody in the chat that's called Clark Griswold.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Me, this is the best ever list. First off, that is an amazing name because I love the family vacation movies. So the fact that there's a Clark Griswold in our chat, I'm very excited about. Thank you for being named that, and thank you for interacting with us. This is the best ever list. I guess so. Eslam, say something to the people now that you're done eating that horrible, disgusting abomination.
Oh, okay, I get it now. What's up, everybody? I was eating some nasty pizza. It's what I do, you know what I'm saying? It's my guilty pleasure.
That's what we do here.
I like it extra nasty.
That's what we do here. You know, I'm hosting the thing.
More pineapple.
Mix you 3 over here.
Oh man, so I interrupted the conversation. My bad.
Yeah.
And
my bad. I don't want you there. You don't deserve to be in that spot. All right. So what we're doing? There it is. What we're doing? We were gonna just try to kill some time before you got here, and we're just gonna talk about our 3 favorite zombie movies and run through that real quick.
Okay.
So Disco just said World War Z, and we had to interrupt him. So Disco, you have anything else you want to say on World War Z?
Yeah, like I was saying, like I don't think the movie was super that like the best or anything, but those zombies, the way they portrayed them and the way that the numbers were just so volume, there was just so many quantity.
I like how they
zombies,
started killing them,
and then they started like climbing each other, and it was just like, oh my God, what do you do against that? It's so terrifying. It like really shook me, I like so that made it on my list.
I like when they created the vaccine for that, aka the COVID vaccine. And they started killing them by like going to stadiums, making a whole bunch of noise, gathering a ton of them, and then just like bomb it. I was just like, holy shit! I was like, that's wild.
I was never the biggest fan.
They didn't even try to find a cure or reverse the effects of that. They were like, nah, we're just gonna bomb as many of them as we can, and then we'll deal with the rest later. Whoever survived, survived.
I mean, at that point, they're dead, though. You can't bring the dead back to life,
Are they dead? Were they dead?
Yeah, no, they were dead in World War Z.
Okay, all right, never mind then. But
Eslam, name a favorite zombie movie. Go for it.
Favorite zombie movie.
Make Clark Griswold proud.
Oh boy, I don't know. Like I didn't see 28 Days Later or 28 Weeks Later. I didn't see any of like the legit zombie movies.
This is your opportunity to say Zombieland right now. Just saying.
It would be Zombieland because I did enjoy that very, very much. It was hilarious.
That's why I was like, I'm just waiting.
It was a zombie parody, so that's why I said like I don't know any of the legit like good zombie movies, so so
that one, even though it was a comedy, it had some pretty good rules. Like cardio for a fact.
I'd be dead. With his rules, I'd be dead. I didn't see Train to Busan yet, but it's on my list. I need to see that movie.
I like Train to Busan.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Name some zombie movies, because you know my memory.
There's a Korean movie called Sadness. That's another one on my list. It's pretty recent. It came out. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty gory. It's pretty awesome.
Dan, can you click on Clark's comment so it could show up on screen?
Yeah, sure.
That last one. So Clark says there is a clear winner of all time, and I wanted to know what that is, Clark.
I say we keep saying what our favorites are. Like, we're gonna just do 3 each real quick, and then we'll see if any of ours are in Clark's. Clark, don't tell us what it is yet.
Okay.
If you did, I hope that we caught you in time to say that. We're gonna name some, and you let us know if one of ours is considered to be the clear winner of all time.
So can you name some? Because you know my memory, I don't fucking know.
Well, instead of doing that, I'm just gonna name mine, and then we we can go from there. So I'm gonna just start out with.
Actually, I'll just Google them while you name them.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead, the original,
obviously
black and white. I
knew you were gonna get the classics. That's why I didn't even mention them.
Yeah, so it's like Night of the Living Dead is great. It was the one that like kind of started the zombies as we know it. It's the first zombie movie in that style. Zombies before that were always like people who were like mindless and like they use voodoo or hoodoo to like brainwash them and have them do whatever you want. This is the first one that's just like dead person come back to life zombie. Because there's other stuff like White Zombie and stuff, and Black Sabbath and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Night of the Living Dead for me. Classic, can't beat it. You go, Disco. What you got?
This one, I don't even know if it's considered a zombie movie. This one kind of bends the I feel like the definition of zombie.
Hey man, this is your list. Whatever you want.
This movie's called Hidden. It came out in 2015. It has one of the Skarsgårds. It's pretty much they build the whole movie like scaring you about this mysterious like creature they call the Breathers, and then it turns out there's a plot twist and they are forced out of their habitat and their like home, and it turns out that they're actually the monsters. They've been turned into some sort of like creature, and cool. It's like a zombie in my opinion, but you know some people have like a very distinct like, oh, zombies are dead, they move slow, so so that's pretty much one of my favorites. It's really worth
really
the watch
cool.
if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I might check that out. It's cool.
Yeah.
Hidden.
Yeah, 2015.
Clark Griswold gives you the okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Clark. Ah, man, he's awesome. Clark.
Dude, Clark Griswold's becoming like one of my all-time favorite people. This man named himself after Chevy Chase's character.
For real.
That's what you got. That's your next one.
I think this is another comedy, and I guess I'm just gonna. No, I hate that movie.
Okay.
Planet Terror.
Okay, yeah, Planet Terror. I mean,
I love Planet.
It's not a comedy, but yes,
well,
it's very funny.
under it here it says horror, action, comedy, zombie.
Okay.
So that's why I said, but yeah, I love Planet Terror. It was fucking great.
Robert Rodriguez film.
She had a machine gun on her leg. It was fantastic. I don't know how that shit fired. No one does, but it happened, and it was a lot of fun. So that one's one of mine.
I think every time she, in her mind, she went to bend her knee, it just shot.
Damn, that's some sick shit. But because also the type of gun she had a grenade launcher.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like if she hyperextends, it's the grenade launcher.
Yep.
If she like
bends the knee,
it shoots the bullets.
You don't need to check the science. That's fine.
It's fuck it, whatever. You don't need science. It's fucking zombie movies. Who's talking about science here?
Oh,
it's definitely a fun movie.
There's definitely people who do. Trust me. All right.
Now those people are nerds.
You got Neil Tyson DeGrasse in the audience.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of those people.
That's the nerd. Definitely not his name.
What did he say? I didn't catch it.
He said Neil Tyson DeGrasse.
Bro, DeGrasse, like the old show from Nickelodeon.
He said Neil Tyson DeGrasse.
The show got Drake.
All right, I'm sorry, but you got to show a little bit of respect to this man. It's Neil deGrasse Tyson. All right, I mean, you weren't even close.
I like flipped it and everything. I made a new person. That's his cousin.
Neil Tyson DeGrasse.
He's in a different science.
You mean when Jimmy got shot?
He's the one that does the comedic science.
Jimmy got shot.
Yeah. He's the one that does the comedic science.
So mine, I'm gonna have to go with the 2004 Dawn of the Dead remake.
Okay.
I always like that
John
one.
Leguizamo?
No, that's Land of the Dead.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
The Dawn of the Dead remake is the one where they're in the mall. It has Ving Rhames in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I always like that one. That's one of the ones that they have the fast running movie zombies.
Yeah. Ving Rhames is
stuff.
badass
I always thought
too.
that was. Ving Rhames is just a badass, and he always will be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed that. I do like the original Dawn of the Dead as well. Which was sort of like the sequel to Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. See, Clark Griswold, he knows. He
Man knows his stuff.
Dawn remake is one of my most rewatchable movies. Absolutely.
Yep.
I love that. I love that movie. And then we get to the part where they're on the roof and they're holding up signs, and there's a guy across the way. It's like, "Hey, what's up, bitches?" And it's like they're all. I love it. I just love that movie. I enjoy it very much. Disco, give me your third.
I'm gonna say Wreck. They're like stuck in a building and they have like rabies virus kind of thing that makes humans just go crazy. That one.
I was gonna say really that, cool. But I gotta come up with another one.
Got him. Gotcha. You know,
Wreck is a good one. Oh, are you talking about the American?
At least we got good taste.
You're talking about the American one, or
I think the one I saw was Spanish.
Where actually the American one might not even be called Wreck. Now that I think about it, I think they might have a different name for it. I could be wrong, but yeah, the Spanish one is the better one for sure.
Was it VHS? I don't know. Is that? I don't.
VHS is no, that's a different one. I like the VHS series as well. That's something else.
Okay.
The American version.
Is that even zombies? I don't even think so.
One of them, I think, is Quarantine.
Quarantine.
Thank you, Griswold. Yeah.
There we go.
Starring Jennifer Carpenter, Dexter's sister from Dexter. She's the main person.
Yep.
I like that one. I do like Quarantine, but I prefer Wreck.
Yeah.
Eslam, what you got?
All right, so my next one kind of is gonna answer Henry's question. So he asked, "What do we classify as zombie?" And then he asked another question: "Dead that comes back to life or biological warfare?" So I think this one kind of we've been talking about both, and this one's gonna add the biological warfare one because World War Z was biological, and so I Am Legend. I enjoyed that one. It was a fun zombie movie. It was a different take. They were more like vampires because the sun hurt them. It was like a combination between zombie and vampire. So I don't know. It was kind of interesting take on it. But you guys know me. I don't really watch like horror and stuff like that. So my knowledge of these movies is very limited. So these are the ones that I've seen: Zombieland, Planet Terror, and I Am Legend. So
I love your list though. It's just like grab bag at the bottom of the barrel.
Like, this is what I got. This is all I can find, guys.
It's awesome,
it's what I can do on short notice.
I'm mad, man. You picked Wreck. I was. Now it's like I'm just going in my head. I was like, what do I want to pick? For me, I'm gonna do a little bit of a cop out. I'm gonna go with Wreck. I believe 3. It might be Wreck 2. I can't remember. Where it's the one that takes place like at the wedding. I
don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, so
maybe I need to jog my memory.
Yeah, so it's like it starts off with it's like a wedding. It's like, oh, everything's great. One of the people at the wedding's infected because so remember Wreck, it's the people in the apartment.
Yeah.
So the thing is the virus spread out to the apartment and then started getting into the city. So while the whole thing in the apartment's going on, either the next day or whatever, there's a wedding in a town like one town over, maybe within the same town, I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then one of the people gets infected, and then everybody in the wedding starts getting infected, and it's like the entire ceremony of people is just like turned into like these zombie creatures, and they're just trying to survive. He liked Wreck 3. Clark, let me know, am I talking about Wreck 3 or am I talking about Wreck 2? I'm not sure. I can't remember. I can't remember my Wrecks. I think it's the one in the wedding. But yeah, that's what I'm going. Also, Clark Griswold, Wreck 3 is the wedding. Thank you. Also, Clark, what is the movie that you consider to be the number one? Now I'm curious. Also, Henry, let me know what you feel about your favorite zombie movie as well.
Oh yeah, definitely curious.
Yeah, now because he was like, there's a clear number one. I want to know what it is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy with our list though. I'm surprised
we're solid. We're solid. I knew he was going to say Shaun of the Dead. See, I knew I couldn't like you 100%. I'm the one guy in the world that doesn't like Shaun of the Dead. Apparently, Eslam doesn't either.
No, I don't like that group style of comedy. I'm not into it. And he's like,
of course. Both of you guys say Shaun of the Dead. Yeah. All right. You guys should be friends and go make a podcast, and we'll comment on your stuff.
I enjoyed Shaun of the Dead, but I wouldn't say it was like a clear winner. It definitely didn't make my list.
There you go. It's the beginning of something right there.
LW chat list. They clearly love the Shaun of the Dead. Right? We just made friends over here. This is magic.
Yeah, no, I was never a fan of like that group's like it's like the British like Adam Sandler group. You know what I mean? They've made multiple movies.
Together, I gotcha.
And they made a couple of movies, but
no, it's funny. Everywhere else I go, people are like, "Oh my god, you hate Shaun of the Dead." The fact that Eslam said he hates, I was like, "Oh my god, there's another one."
Yeah.
Just go. How do you
I'm
feel
not
about
a fan.
Shaun of the Dead? It's okay to hate it. It's okay. You can.
It's garbage. It's garbage.
You're just
no. It was funny. It was funny, especially when they were just throwing random stuff at the zombies. Like it had its moments. It was funny. It just wasn't like the best movie. Like
I love the I can't say that it's garbage. I'm just joking because I've never actually seen it. So I mean,
I
never seen. I didn't see it because I don't like those guys' style of comedy. Like I tried to watch that, and that's what turned me off to like everything that they did. Individually, they are great actors and they're funny actors, but like I just like Hot Fuzz like was a complete turn off for me. I don't know. Maybe now if I watch it, I would enjoy it. So I might have to give it a try.
Yeah,
I should. I should watch it before completely shitting on it. But this is a podcast and we're doing hot takes. It's the worst fucking movie of all time. Fuck Shaun of the Dead.
Damn.
But
somebody clip that out. Clip that out, post it everywhere.
Damn.
Get some hate for that one.
That's gonna be the video Clark Griswold is gonna be watching while he's training to come to assassinate me for hating Shaun of the Dead so much.
How dare he make fun of the best zombie movie of all time?
But my favorite like zombie skit was from Key and Peele, and they were it was. So Key and Peele did a zombie skit, and like the white people were zombies, and like so Key and Peele are both black guys, and even when white people are zombies, they're still racist.
I remember
they're coming. He was coming near this white lady with her zombie kid, and she's like, "Arr!" Like when he was reaching after her, it was funny. That. And then he goes like a house down, and there's just like some other black people having a barbecue. That shit was so fucking funny. Shout outs to Key and Peele.
Yo, they were hilarious.
That Snow is
so many funny videos.
Yeah,
they did a lot of great sketches. Yeah, shout out to the new sketch group, sketch duo, Shane Gillis and I think I forget his first name, but his last name is McKeever.
Oh man, so I'm just gonna just throw this in here so everybody can see. So yeah, as we've stated, Eslam just is obsessed with eating pineapple on his pizza, and we're just like, this man needs to go away. Because we almost didn't let him on the podcast because of that.
I didn't know.
But here it is.
That's what you guys said about
here
me.
It is. Eslam just
honestly, that's more disrespectful than
pineapple.
Any other shit you guys have ever said to me.
I said it backwards.
And you don't even put ham on it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you don't even have the ham. It's legit just pineapple. And how come you don't like using the sauce?
At least if you put ham, it's Hawaiian.
Okay, tomato sauce and pineapple will be disgusting together. Yeah. That's just a.
I'm just saying, you're just putting like, it's not even like the cheese you normally put on the pizza. This man's putting cheddar, just cheddar cheese, pineapple on some bread. It's disgusting.
Damn, on bread, not even pizza though.
That's the most hoodest pizza I've ever had.
Damn, son.
Bread, ketchup, and crab cheese.
Is it like French bread? Is like a baguette with?
That's
like
whatever you can find. This man, you know what he does? He makes his toast in the microwave, and he's like, I'm gonna put it on there. That's what he does.
How poor am I? This is wild.
Is it about being poor, or is this just your taste? You know?
Damn. I suck. Holy shit.
Clark Griswold in chat says, "Can't we all just pizza get along?" All right, man.
That's a nice pun. That's a nice pun.
Yeah,
I dig it.
yeah.
I like his humor.
Oh man. Do you guys want to jump into the main topic?
Yeah, 45 minutes later.
I didn't think we were gonna be on this long. This was like me and Disco just gonna run through it, give you some time to get on.
And then you came on. halfway through and interrupted our little fun segment.
Yeah, for real. Like this man was like, "Bro, go eat your pizza." This man said, "I am so ignorant. I just Google, can you microwave toast?" Oh man.
He uses the crust of the white square bread.
I use the Christ of the white square bread. You're 100% right.
Oh man, Disco's over here talking about the Christ. I don't even know what's happening.
Can you imagine taking the Eucharist and making a little pizza out of it?
Yeah, I've taken that Eucharist, putting on some wine for the sauce, some pineapple, and some Jesus cheese.
Yeah.
People so this episode is about our 5 or more best zombie apocalypse survival tips.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
So yeah, like I said, this is horror month. We're trying to get all horror related things for every episode this month. This episode, this is what we want to talk about. But we want to discuss what to do in a zombie apocalypse. We've done this before, Eslam.
Mm-hmm.
We did this with Rudy years ago on the podcast. And if you guys want to go back and check it out and learn and see how it was when we were still learning how to podcast, you can go ahead and do that.
Fun
search
times.
The archives on your favorite podcast platform.
We're still learning.
Yeah, we're still figuring it out. We'll get there one day. Probably not. But now we got Disco with us. Another zombie expert.
Now we have the LWGOG trio.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So now we're going to make some magic happen.
The original Los Wise guys are together.
Absolutely.
The trio.
So
we are the original Trinity.
We.
I don't
You're saying a lot today.
Who's the Father? Who's the Son? And who's the Holy Spirit?
Oof.
All right, we gotta pick this.
I'll be Holy Spirit. I'm not trying to be on top. I'll be like in the middle.
Oh shit! I was gonna.
Plus, I get two spots. Holy Spirits. I got 2 words.
I got you. All right. Eslam, do you want to be the son or the daddy?
When you say it like that, when you say it like that, I'm the daddy.
Oh man! I guess that makes me the baby boy. That's what we're doing.
We're getting sacrilegious out here.
Yeah, that's how we do. We stay sacrilegious.
Man,
I mean, not your pizza though. I don't know what that's about.
That's an abomination.
So
I'm the devil.
Now that we got that established,
are we ready for our first tip, tactic, whatever we want?
I think we're ready to finally jump into the main topic.
Okay. I know we're derailing, but I have to derail just one more time. Can we get a shirt? Or you guys know the Guns N' Roses where they have the cross and it's like all their faces? Can we do that? But it's like Disco, you're on either side doing weird things. Eslam, you're on top. It says something about you being the daddy, and I'm in the bottom, and it says I'm the baby boy. Can we get that on a shirt?
Damn.
And then Clark as well gives us another idea shirt that says, "So we stay sacrilegious."
Oh, that's a good one. I'm writing that down. Clark, you're gonna when we make that shirt, when we make that shirt, you're getting it for free. Email me or something.
Absolutely.
loswiseguys@gmail.com. Hit me up.
Legit. Also, follow us. I don't know if you were here for that. Follow us right. Oh, I'm sorry, Disco. I didn't mean to leave you out. This is the one that Eslam made where
don't follow me. I guess I'll stop pointing.
Nah, fuck Disco. He's the Holy Spirit. He's not tangible.
I guess
there's 2 of them though.
But I'm there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get into it. Disco, do you have anything you want to start off with? What you think would be a good tip for the zombie apocalypse survival?
I think the first, I guess, most important, maybe one of the most important things, I guess, out of my whole list is probably creating a team, making sure that you have the right people in your team to watch guard or help you, survive, like a hunter maybe has hunting skills. Make sure you create the proper team. Maybe you definitely need a medic, so just make sure somebody that can grow crops, or like I said, a hunter to get food, scavenge, somebody to go out there and get canned goods or whatever. Mm-hmm. So you just got to make sure you're surrounded by the right people. I don't know, it could be hard in the immediate ground zero because people are scattered all over the place, and but I believe it's pivotal to be surrounded by the right people if you want to survive. You just have to have the skill sets.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely. And I'm the daddy.
And I'll be the Holy Spirit. I'll watch guard. I'll hold. You know, I'll hold the middle of the cross.
That's what the Holy Spirit does. That's what the Holy Spirit does.
As the Holy Spirit dance is the Holy Spirit shuffle.
The Holy Spirit shuffle. Can we create a dance?
Man, I know the perfect dance.
What's that? Go ahead.
I know the perfect dance for the Holy Spirit shuffle. Keep talking. I'm gonna pull up the video.
All right. What I was gonna say is, I feel like if we were to play a song, it would have to be either one of the religious songs, either an Ave Maria, maybe. Remember the Father Mino song? It could be the Father Mino song.
Father Mino. Yeah.
You gotta record that.
Who can forget the Father Mino song?
Oh man.
Get some organs.
Now are we gonna record a sacrilegious record?
We have to. We have to. Oh man. Oh, and we could do a cover of that Fergie song, like the Delicious Sacrilegious.
Damn, bro. Oh,
it's going down over here.
What the fuck are we talking about? You know?
I have no idea.
Horrifying stuff, honestly. I don't even recognize myself.
Bruh. All right. So Disco, I agree with everything you stated. Having the right team. One thing I want to bring up though, you mentioned ground zero. I feel like depending on where you're at, that plays a major part. Like, hopefully you're at home and you're near people that could do this stuff. But if you live in a big city, like, I feel like first thing you want to do is get out of the city. Yes. Grab what you can and get out. I feel
as fast as you can too.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you're not trying to go out there. You're not trying to deal with all this mess because you know it's going to be just like within an hour. There's going to be so many people infected. Disco, you're in California, so I don't know exactly in terms of how city life is near you, but
I would cry if I was stuck in San Francisco during Ground Zero. I would be like,
I mean, they pretty much already have zombies. Like all the homeless people, it's ridiculous. Oh, the worst place to be in a zombie attack, Florida. Everybody's already coked up. Everybody's already on drugs.
I was like, what's he about to say about Florida?
Like, everybody's coked
somebody
up.
Riding everybody's on a fucking gator.
Dude, remember in Florida a couple years ago, they were like...
someone's face?
Yeah, the zombie because he was fucking... I forgot what he took.
Bath salts.
Bath salts. There we go. There are already zombies in Florida. Yeah.
Clark says, if you are in a big city, just go ahead and accept death. And I totally agree. I mean, I always go down fighting, but it's like the odds are very low.
If you're in New York City, you're going to have to worry about the zombie rats. They're coming after you.
Well, that's another thing. Are the animals getting infected? But so Clark mentioned one thing. I'm assuming that's your name, Clark. I don't know. I'm just naming you after Chevy Chase now. But... one of the things is I would accept death if it is the 2004 Dawn of the Dead zombies. Those are some fast zombies.
Yeah.
They're just reckless. It's like if that's the type of zombie we got, it's like, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I'm gonna hide until I starve to death. I don't know.
Honestly, I would have to hide too because the way my knees looking after I hit 30s, I ain't making no sprints. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna have to hunker down.
Bro, I don't run anymore. I just don't. It's like there could be whatever the fuck is happening. I ain't running. It is what it is. I'm just gonna accept whatever's happening, whether it be a flood, a shooting. It's just fuck it.
This man just said I'm gonna die.
It is what it is, bro. I ain't running.
I'm just gonna grab my skateboard. I'm gonna grab my gun. I'm just gonna skate and just shoot everybody. Shoot the zombies until I die.
Clark says I won't give him the satisfaction of watching me jiggle as I run away. Oh man. No,
get all hot and sweaty and you still die in the end.
Yeah, it was like I died like really uncomfortable. Like that's horrible. Like I'm not trying to go that way. Anyone that needs medication are dead. That's legit.
Or diabetes, forget about it. If you rely on medicine to survive, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But well, if you got diabetes, I think if you eat a healthy diet of meat, you should be good. But you'd have to
think about getting the healthy diet. You know.
Yeah, that's true. You're dead.
You're more prone.
That's what you get for being a fucking weakling. Also, I have.
Are you just
I
going
was
after
really
everyone that has diabetes?
Damn.
Also,
Diabetes runs in my family. We about to jump your ass.
Like, bro,
Also-
like,
wait. Let me finish. I'm
He's about to
diabetic.
double step.
yeah, I was about to say, like, bro, you're diabetic. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to put
That's
your
what,
business
that's
out
what
there,
I'm saying.
but like,
Also, I have the gout, so I can't even go on a diet of just meat. I'm dead either way, bro. Like, fucking, I'm fucked.
why are we
He's
all
like,
just done? Like, we're all just talking
drinking
about
water.
we're done. Henry's talking about people that need the medication or not. He's
Dude,
just
this is-
counting death for all asthma people. Clark's out here trying not to jiggle. This man saying, I'm going to lay on the ground and die. Like, what are we doing out here, guys?
Bro, this has become 5 ways to survive a zombie apocalypse to 5 ways we're all gonna fucking die.
Why are you taking
during
advice from
a
us?
zombie apocalypse? Oh fuck.
Oh man. All right. One of the things I want to mention real quick is Ra has crystals.
This is gonna chip off his gout. Crystal power.
He's stabbing everyone with his toe. I've mentioned this
Oh,
numerous times. I'm never gonna stop saying this. I feel like an ideal weapon is a crowbar. Now,
Yes,
not only as
yeah.
a weapon, but as a number of things. If you want to try to just literally push a zombie away, because if we're talking slow-moving zombies, you need to create a little distance. Just shove it. Just give him a little shove. Do what you gotta do there. If Disco, I know you watched Walking Dead and you read the comics like I did. If they're ever like in a fence or something like that, and you have some type of thing where you need to clear something, literally the sharp end of the crowbar. Do what you got to do. If you need to break into a door to get into a house, you need to break into a car to get supplies. Crowbar. It's lightweight. You could literally put it right on your back with the backpack.
Yeah.
I feel like crowbar is like one of the most ideal, not even weapons, tools.
I mean, the good thing also, I have
It's
a bow and
versatile,
arrow.
man. It's everything.
It honestly, like, get a crowbar. Just have a crowbar for sure. What were you saying,
Yeah.
Eslam?
No, I said the good thing also is I have a bow, which is great because it's quiet and not like a gun, so it's not gonna attract any zombies. If you use it for hunting and stuff.
As long as you know how to use it, that's always my thing.
Yeah, I've been going to the range, so I know somewhat
Exactly.
how to use it. I've been
Me
The
with
only
a
thing
bow,
I
it's
don't
just
like
like-
with bows is that you need the specific arrow and it has to be sized and the properly.
Yo, just because you prefer your slingshots, don't mean you could shit on my bows, okay?
I'm just saying, slingshots could shoot rocks. They could shoot whatever. They could. I'm just. But honestly, I love slingshots, and they're small.
Okay.
So you can literally throw them in like a bug out bag and like with a couple hundred like little balls, or even just take rocks and you could shoot like small game birds or squirrels or any stray animal. So I mean,
You could definitely eat pigeons. Just saying.
yeah, but bows are cool too.
Oh, thanks.
Pretty cool.
That sounded legit.
I used to shoot bows too.
Yeah,
You used to do it in your backyard.
Bow. I've broken a window in my old house with a bow, a compound bow, thinking I was fucking Legolas.
Why'd you say it
Okay.
like that?
I don't know why. I honestly hated the way I said that. I take it.
Nigga, I'm Legolas.
Legolas.
So I found a video of me and Mike. Shout out to Mike Fabre, doing the sacrilegious shuffle. I almost couldn't say it. The sacrilegious.
Sacrilegious.
You got it?
Yeah, sacrilegious shuffle. Because there's too many S's, bro. So I'm gonna share my screen right now, and Dan, let me know when you share it.
Yeah, if I decide to give you permission, sure.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Tell me what you think of Mike and I doing the sacrilegious
There it is,
shuffle.
the sacrilegious shuffle.
You ready?
That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
And
the
you
walls
guys
of
are supposed to
society
keeping the
shaking already.
facilities secure.
Yeah, this is what we were doing while we were working.
You know,
Let's
play it one
watch
more
that
time.
again.
Play it one more time.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, go for it. If only we could get this in slow motion.
It's so smooth. Oh my god, you guys are like in sync.
I know. I don't know
You
how
guys
that
holding
happened.
hands too?
No, we weren't holding hands.
There it is. Oh, I thought you were gonna get it nice and slow. Okay, I'll take it.
No, I can't do slow mo. I would have to slow the video
I
down
gotcha.
somewhere else. But
I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
So that's the sacrilegious shuffle, everybody.
Thank you. Now we know what to do. We get our new shirts.
How is this not the best podcast?
Right now, right? Oh man.
Like,
it's the worm
It's the
standing
worm
up.
standing up.
Henry.
shut up, Henry. It's the sacrilegious
It
shuffle.
really is the worm standing up.
God damn it.
Man, Scotty Too Hotty's about to sue you. Disco, what else you got? What do you want to do with a zombie? survival.
Oh, we're not gonna ask me. That's cool.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eslam. I thought you said something.
What did I say?
I don't know. I just assumed you said
exactly,
something.
I didn't
I was like, bro,
shit.
you eat the worst pizzas. I'm not even trying to hear it. But go ahead. What do you got?
My goodness.
He said he would bring a bow. What's next? Toothbrush.
Oh no, that wasn't my. Damn.
This man's called me out for not picking him. He's not saying anything. What?
Well, I was trying to say something.
No, I just keep interrupting you.
Yeah. So for my zombie advice, I would say definitely try to get the equipment such as like a tent, like proper clothing, because without I'm imagining society pretty much has fallen, so that means there's no electricity, there's no like power, there's no like probably the all the infrastructure that we're used to and take for granted is gone. So I would say rack up, go first thing you go to Dick's Sporting Goods. Right, get yourself a good tent, some like good winter clothes and good winter things so you can survive that first winter, because it's gonna be fucking rough trying to find food, trying to stay warm. You can have your fire starters. That's right. Too many people trying to defend the dick. But
he didn't say that. Thinking. That's not what he said.
Well, he said a Dick's, so you know that's still weird.
He means a Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, like
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, you're out here just
whatever,
people just defending a penis, like bro.
Yeah.
Don't touch that penis.
That's right. See, I know what he means. He's a cool guy. We're having some white boy fun.
Oh man.
But yeah, so well, not only Dick's. If you're in the South, it's Bass Pro Shops, and you know you got your guns down there and stuff like that. But if you're going to Bass Pro Shops, I would just pick up a bow and some arrows. Fuck the guns.
Even
nobody's making bullets. Yeah, nobody's making bullets anymore. But arrows are easy. You can make arrows. You know. So.
I mean, it's one of those things where I feel like if you, I mean. I don't know how to operate a gun. I don't know how to operate a bow. In terms of what's like that, I would have more of the stabbies. But
well, that's going to be hard for you to get food.
I know. I understand. It's something I would have to develop over time. But I'm literally just talking about me right now. Zombie apocalypse happens. I'm not going to pretend I know how to use a bow all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me personally, I'm going to utilize what I can. So my thing is like, if I could get my hand on a gun or a bullet or something, I would not turn it down. One, I could either learn how to use it, or two, that's for trading. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of bartering. Once everything is established, once you either have a base or you have a caravan and you know what you're doing and you have a team, like Disco was saying earlier, I feel like you want to have as much as you can trade, as much as you can offer to somebody else. Of course, you have to be careful with who you're trading because everybody goes crazy in this situation.
I think ammo would be a great thing to find.
Medication?
Medication, antibiotics. Get you some amoxicillin.
Absolutely.
And
something that I think would be cool is I've seen is a solar panel generator. Like you can a lot of like homesteaders use it, where it's like or like campers. You can just pop it out and it has enough juice to like power like in a little outlet, like a small outlet, like one little. You could charge.
But what are you charging?
And you could charge like flashlights. You could charge gear that needs to be charged.
I mean, sure, the flashlights. Yeah, I would.
So you can have electricity for if you have a community going, you can get a radio playing or like some sort of community like. It can't hurt to not have power. I don't know why you're asking.
Well, shortwave radio, you can.
Some said I don't want electricity.
You guys are just like, fuck
it's
power.
Just
I didn't say that. I want power.
I'm thinking because you got to understand something, right?
Heat up a water heater.
People are like your electricity just doesn't come out of thin air. It's like you're either burning fossil fuels to power something that's creating electricity, or it's coming from a dam, or it's coming from somewhere, and all those things take engineers to run. And if
they world is in solar panel ones that are like strong enough to actually like a big one, like you can fold out and you can actually sustain like camping gear. I would recommend a generator. You'll probably get more consistent energy
but generator is generator. Also, generate runs on gas.
So you're gonna have to try to
that's if you get to a community status. I mean, that's what I would be shooting for if we're trying to survive. Like, get a community so we can actually get. So we're, we can divide the work.
Like think of it as like, let's say it's anywhere from 6 months to a year after the zombie apocalypse happened. Hopefully, you do have, like Disco said, a community. I feel like that's ideal. If you can get solar paneling, hopefully between somebody like Disco, for example, is an electrician, or studying being an electrician. He knows more about electricity than the average person. So like having that go where you could get solar panels and stuff, I feel like that's something useful, not only for like people who might want to try to come in and join you, but one thing that Clark Griswold says, be careful because if a hostile group sees it, they're coming for you. And I feel like that's with almost anything. Like, honestly, if they see you, they might be coming.
Gotta build them walls.
Even if you're making fire to cook, they could just see the smoke and be like, "Oh, there's life here. There's people."
Yeah. So it's like, it's one of those things where you always have to be careful with. And another thing he mentioned that's just pretty interesting, I never thought of, having alcohol. People would trade for alcohol. That's a solid
totally
point.
Makes a lot of sense. And I probably cigarettes too, go hand in hand.
You can also drugs. You can also make alcohol. People make moonshine all the time.
People in prison make pruno, which is pretty much just like aged vegetables.
I agree, but if somebody's just like, if somebody really wants to just like, oh man, I used to love drinking. I don't know what's a popular. I legitimately
malt whiskey or something.
Yeah. Scotch, whiskey.
It's like, boom, here you go. I could trade you this for. You could give them almost anything, probably. If somebody
give me that really handgun. This is 20-year-old Scotch.
Yeah.
For a handgun, you might get it too.
So what is it? Was it 50-year McKellen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they mention that in How I Met Your Mother?
Fireball, really? It's like, I've heard that's like one of the worst.
Oh God, I hated Fireball.
I don't drink.
It's like cinnamon.
I don't drink either, but I know about Fireball.
That gave you a certain hangover next day.
I agree with you, Henry.
I'm too old.
Mine
I can't
is the easiest to make. Lucy showed me how to do it in the episode where they went to Italy.
Yeah.
Just step on grapes.
Yeah, and then you just make grapes and just sell that shit. You got a steady income coming.
Yeah, man. There's a lot. I mean, one thing I like to try to think of is like, all right, first off, backpack, and I want one of the backpacks that clip in front because you're gonna be carrying some stuff, and you're gonna be carrying stuff for a long time. You want a solid pair of shoes, a couple pairs of shoes, maybe.
I want something sturdy, like made out of leather or something, like strong leather.
Felt would be your best bet because then that's waterproof as well.
So that, and it's kind of just like, I try to think of like, all right, if I don't have an established community, what am I putting in that backpack? What do I have on me? So if I could have a handgun, yes, because I feel like in terms of weapons and ranged weapons, that's probably going to be the easiest for me that I would be able to use. Like I said, I want the crowbar, I want the backpack. I'm going to have like amoxicillin in there if possible. I'm going to have water, a few rations of food, bandages. Like I said, I would try to have an extra pair of shoes.
You could find like iodine.
Get some like salt packs, or not salt packs, but like what are they, like soy sauce or something? Beef jerky, something salty. Because when you're like, when I was doing Spartan races, they told you to take like salty, like little snacks or whatever. Like even like I said, beef jerky to avoid cramping. So it's supposed to help. I guess you could throw that in with rations.
A little bit of salt. This is a trick my doctor told me. Just a tiny bit of salt in your water helps your body retain it. So you can drink less water and go longer without needing to constantly drink water, because then your body will retain more of that water if you add a little bit of salt to it.
Dang, life
yeah,
hacks.
she told me that because during fasting and stuff like that, she told me to do that. So like if you guys know things about like liquid IV, which helps you hydrate better, that has like sodium in it and stuff like that, and that's why you drink lots of water when you get too much sodium in it.
Electrolytes.
Yeah. One thing I was saying is I would definitely like to have an extra pair of shoes. Problem with that is I do have size 12s, and they take up a lot of space in packing. So it's like I
need a whole bag for that.
Huh? I actually got this cool backpack, and it has like this bottom compartment where you can put shoes in it. and they would fit 12s. And it's also a pretty big backpack too. Like you can
Yeah.
you can put a bunch of clothes. Like this would be like a nice backpack for like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. And of course,
Clark says
Griswold
if
literally says, yeah.
he says if I was a zombie apocalypse jerk, I would totally be aiming for people with nice looking backpacks.
Exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring a trash bag, like a sturdy trash bag, and
just carrying around just
with a stick.
Yeah, with a stick.
Hefty.
Oh man,
it's my survival stick.
Oh god. One Disco, you mentioned. I think it was before we actually started doing the official episode. Get that cardio up. I know we mentioned the whole we can't run, but it's one of those things where it's like you kind of just you either do or you die. You know. Granted, we already touched on that a little bit, but definitely try to get your cardio up. Try to just get workouts in general, get stronger.
Definitely need some cardio.
What the hell
is that? A plane?
I don't know. I'm picking it up.
No,
what does it say? I want a bike. Okay.
Bike. Okay.
Like Daryl, like a motorbike.
Yo, this ain't Pokemon. Just get a bike.
Oh wow. That was a deep pull. I was just like, what? Okay, bike.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Yeah, sadly for me, as it's very well established on the podcast, I never learned how to ride a bicycle, so that's just
really.
Yeah, I've told you about this about 50 times, but yeah.
Damn.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll teach you next time
You've had the same reaction every time to Eslam. I remember telling you,
bro,
about 6 months into our friendship. Yeah, you didn't have dementia back then.
I do now.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I told you then, that's how it works. I mentioned it again like a year later. It's like, what? You don't know how to ride a bike? Have you told me?
That should have been your hint to know that I'm getting my Alzheimer's. It was coming in. And like I said before many times, I may have Alzheimer's, but I'm very consistent.
There you go.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Oh, man. If I saw someone riding a bike with training wheels in zombie apocalypse, I would let them go. Honestly, I can ride one with training wheels. So that's something I might have to keep in mind.
If you met Clark out there, he'd let you go.
He's okay.
What kind of
footwear watch out, Clark. He'll turn around and just pop your ass and take your shit. What kind of footwear would be
best?
Henry, leather boots. Leather boots would be your best shot. They're already waterproof.
Get some Louis Vuitton.
They last long. Louis Vuitton.
Also, throw in you want those insoles. You want insoles in there. I would try to get sports like athletic insoles. I've been saying that for years. That's all knows. I think I told you to get some insoles once.
I feel like I would want some boots with insoles just because I want to be all terrain because you never know.
Honestly, right now,
you never know if you have to go into the woods. You're probably gonna have to go to the woods eventually sometime.
Yeah.
Some of the best boots out there are Palladium boots. Very great. They're very comfortable. They're waterproof. Some of them are made out of like this canvas material that is waterproof and like very strong. And some of them come that are made with also leather. I had one that I used to use to work at the arena with. That shit lasted me 2 years, and I was wearing them every day for like 12 hours a day. They were so fucking good. Your second option right now would be Thursday boots. More on like the higher end a little bit, like or medium high end, but fully leather, waterproof, also amazing boots.
I had some boots. They're probably not the top quality, but in terms of comfortables, like I don't know. I mean, they were waterproof. I used to wear them for work when I worked security. Yeah. They were actually made by Adidas. They're extremely lightweight, and the insole was that of a sneaker. So it's like it feels like a sneaker, but you're wearing a boot, and it was a legit boot and everything. It had zippers and all that stuff on it.
I mean,
but
insoles are gonna wear and tear.
Oh, I know. So, that's what I'm saying. But
even
it's one of those things where it's like I feel like I'm trying to think outside the box. Like if you're going into a town where everything's been ransacked and you're trying to find food and stuff, how many people are going to think, oh, let me find some insoles? Like I feel like that's something where you're like I'm gonna have the most comfortable feet in the zombie apocalypse.
Honestly, the Dr. Scholl section is gonna be gone, bro.
Bro, those
people
trash.
People be like, I've been waiting to get these forever. They're expensive, and now is my chance.
Now's my chance. Swipe them.
I feel like honestly, you'd have people getting Jordans, but yeah, Dr. Scholl's.
Well, I'm talking about insoles because those are in like the pharmacy, like on like there's just on the rack.
Yeah, I mean, you get there, you get at a shoe store, anywhere they have insoles. You know what would go really quick, and I think it's hilarious? People are going to get whatever PS5s they can find.
That's why you need your generator so you can play your PS5 through the zombie apocalypse.
Bro, I'm
toilet
a gamer.
paper.
I'm a gamer, yeah, toilet paper. I'm a gamer, and as much as I love gaming and as much as I love PlayStation, I'm not trying to get. I mean, I already have PS5, luckily, but I'm not going to go out there, risk my life to get a PS5. That's ridiculous, but I know it will happen. People are going to rob.
You gotta get it back up.
Yeah. Are we at 5 yet?
Oh, we're way past 5. That's why I have 5 and more.
All right.
Because I knew we were going past it, but
I think the last one should be definitely Beware of Humans.
Obviously.
100%. Beware of Humans now.
Yeah.
Totally.
I already don't trust them.
You know, you get caught up in the zombie world. It's like, oh god, we gotta watch out for the zombies, but then you know you end up dying by a pack of humans that comes and plays weak or plays innocent, and then next thing you know they're taking your stuff, your weapons, and using them against you.
Yeah, they might have reverted to cannibalism. Like, there's so many things that could happen. Like, always be wary of humans. That's why I travel in packs and make sure you trust who you're with.
Yep.
People and pineapple pizza.
Remain calm when you see somebody eating pineapple pizza.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to survive
with a little bit of ass cheeks on it. Yeah.
A little bit of ass cheeks on
it. Stay alert. Some alert ass cheeks.
Did we talk about having a good blade or knife? No, we didn't.
Oh, that's something I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
Watching Alone, that show Alone on Netflix and Hulu. You definitely need a good knife. And there's like knives have different all types of jobs. There's like filleting knives for like fish and like skinning knives for your game. And there's like what kind of knife you need. I personally think you need multiple knives. I feel like I have this knife called the Becker BK9, which is like a 1/4-inch steel. I feel like it's good for chopping wood or whatever, and you can also chop skulls. I have
Yo, I love how he dropped that in there.
Henry,
like,
please clip that out. Please clip that out.
I love how he just dropped that in there. Like, it
good for chopping wood.
Normal.
I got a cyclone, so you can like stab skulls too, especially if it's like Walking Dead, where there's
Why
skulls.
is everything in the skull? That's so hard to stab.
Why do you currently
in Walking Dead, after a couple years, their skulls and the bones actually got weak, so it wasn't hard. So
that doesn't answer our question.
Oh, why do I have it? Because I like
weapons
and paranoid. I'm already prepared. What you talking about? And then I would pull out my gun, but I don't want to. But I got a Sig Sauer P226 9mm chambered in 9mm.
I love those sweet and sours. So, you know what I'm saying?
And then I got a Glock 17, also 9mm. And then I have like over 1,000 rounds of ammo in storage. So that's pretty much going to be my main, like against humans. And then I have my slingshots to hunt for game. And then I have my knives to, for close-up combat.
I don't think your slingshot is killing. Like, small game maybe, but
that's what I'm saying. Small game.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not. What big games running around in this?
Here, I'm gonna get that deer.
If you go to the forest, yeah.
There's fucking deer around here. Like, there's deer around anywhere that has like a decent amount of grass. Like, you'll find deer, and they're hiding. So like, once people and zombies, like, they'll be out and about more.
Get the turkeys.
Yeah,
I think you're more likely to find a smaller game though, like badgers, fucking possums.
I'm not eating a possum. That's
if you haven't eaten in a week, I bet you will.
I bet you I won't. I've been fasting for a long time, bro.
This guy is stubborn as hell. Everybody's gonna be having delicious possum stew. Eslam's gonna be like, "No, it's against my beliefs. I can't. I can't eat possum. It's dirty."
I don't know.
I just feel like if it's the end of the world, I don't know. I just feel like I have a survivor instinct. I'm
gonna do whatever I gotta do. So Disco mentions. Disco. Henry mentioned something very smart. I wouldn't think of since I have perfect vision, but keep your glasses safe.
That's true. I also have like a bunch of spare contact lenses just in case. Yeah. But if I ever lose those and my glasses break, I am pretty much almost blind.
The first wasn't that the first episode of or one of the first episodes from that really good show
Are you thinking of the
back in the
Twilight
day
Zone?
in six? Yes, sir.
So I don't know if
Thank
it's
you.
one of the first episodes. It's Burgess Meredith's character, Mickey from
Yeah.
Rocky, where he has. Yep, there you go. I have all the time in the world to read now. Nothing bad will happen. That's a quote from the episode.
Yep.
Yeah, where it's like the world ended. He's like, hey, I could go in the
I
library.
think Clark found my memory that I lost.
He is your memory.
Yeah.
This is where your memory went. He's been looking
It's
for
part
you
of
on
your
Twitch.
subconscious.
He
Clark's
did.
always been there.
He did fucking magic and sucked all my memory. God damn it.
Any episode with Burgess Meredith for Twilight Zone is a good one. Just want to point that out. But yeah, I agree. Having a good knife makes perfect sense. Is there anything else we want to add on, or you guys want to move over to the news?
I feel like you need some sort of entertainment because if you're living your life in constant alert, constant, just high energy, you're gonna lose your shit. And I feel like you need to find a way to keep yourself.
That's where the
occupied.
PS5s come in handy.
You got to juice up those solar panels so you can play PS5 at night.
You know how mad I'd be playing Last of Us in a zombie apocalypse, like, bro.
Oh God!
Oh God! That's horrifying. That's some fucking horror month shit right there.
I would, I'd definitely try to get some books, regular books, comics, whatever, stuff like that.
Yeah. I started reading a physical book. It's been nice, man.
Love you to specify that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, because
it sounded weird to hear that. Physical.
I've been doing digital for the last couple of years, and I was just like, you know what, I need to disconnect from the screen a little more.
I prefer books.
And so I went to Barnes and Nobles with Nadia. We were like, let's go get a book. She wanted to get a book too, and we each got a book, and I've been enjoying it. It's been great reading again. Also, I need something to help me with my brain so I can speak better. So,
the best sentence ever.
No,
I need help with something with my brain to speak better.
Yeah, exactly. So
speaking of books, I've actually been reading, listening to an audio book of Dark Tower by Stephen King. It's been really good.
I never get through that fucking book, bro.
I got to book 4.
That first one was rough.
You read it? Are you reading it physical?
I tried reading it. Yeah, I tried reading it multiple times, and I could never.
Yeah, it's a little slow at parts, but once it gets going, I felt like once it established itself, I felt like at the end of the book, then I felt like it was really good. I'm enjoying it now. Like I said, I'm on book 4, and I'm like excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dan, can you put Henry's comment and then Clark's response? Please, that shit was too
I knew
funny.
you were laughing at that. So ladies need extra cloth for their time of the month, says Henry. And then Clark Griswold in the chat responds with to Henry. Women attract bears and zombies, not in my community.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
He's gonna have some handmaids, like from Handmaid's Tale, to reproduce.
Jesus,
you only have them for that. Like that would be crazy.
Oh man. So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about for Zombie Pockets? Or you think we definitely nailed the 5, and I think we got the end more.
Let's jump into news.
All right. So, who wants to go first?
Disco, you want to go first?
You're already in the big screen. You got it.
I guess so. I'll go first. First up, this is straight from the White House. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Statement from President Biden on marijuana reform. Pretty much, they're like forgiving anyone that's been charged with marijuana possession, basic marijuana possession. They're letting that's not a crime anymore, and they are changing rulings on that. It is President Biden says he doesn't feel like it is a crime, and he is using his power as POTUS to change this. And I think it's pretty big. It's becoming normalized. And I heard in California in 2024, they can't use marijuana. They can't like
Prosecute.
not prosecute you, but like they can't fire you for being marijuana positive because they're treating it like alcohol. So you could drink alcohol after hours. You just can't drink it at work. So it's like kind of like the same
Yeah.
grounds and level of substance level.
Did
So
did this article say how he's gonna be doing this? Is he gonna actually be doing a federal law that does this, or is he just gonna be doing it while he's in like what is that thing? An executive order or whatever the fuck presidents do?
it says,
Which
first, I'm announcing a pardon of all prior federal offenses of simple possession of marijuana. I have directed the Attorney General to develop an administrative process for the issuance of certificates of pardon to eligible individuals. There are
okay.
thousands of people who have prior federal convictions and blah, 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 blah. That pretty much,
Okay, so
yeah,
a pardon is a good thing because it can't be taken back. Like an executive order can be like vetoed by the next president.
I see, I
Because
see.
it's not an actual law. Like it's a power that the president got, I think, starting with Bush because of the war, and it's a power a president shouldn't have, and it should be taken away again. But it's never going to happen. But an executive order pretty much supersedes the our checks and balances, and therefore like it's no longer checks and balances. But it doesn't get codified into law by the judicial system. So that's why the next president could just be like, whatever the fucking previous guy did, I can just undo with more executive orders, and it's just like they just vetoing each other's shit, and nothing ever gets done like before, where it gets like into federal law and into the Constitution or whatever, and it can actually help people. So, pardon is a good thing. It can't be taken back, so hopefully those people get their help.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, all those people, get out and make good with their lives and don't hold it against society and America. But I guess that's a good thing from Biden, considering he's got a lot of hate right now. Everybody hates his ass, and I'm hating him for my gas prices. It just hit like $6 over here, and I'm crying. It was like
Yeah.
almost five, and then in a week it was like six.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
because of Saudi Arabia. You can thank them.
Oh my god, f those
Just so
guys.
you
Yep.
know, the prince over there is planning on putting like I think a couple billion into gaming, so he could buy more studios. I don't know if you guys are aware. He has shares in a lot of different like video game companies and stuff. So it's like there's a couple games where it's like they legit have shares and they're looking to put more into it.
Yeah.
They have the money to just throw around anywhere, and it's annoying.
You have to keep a skeptical eye on them, right?
I
One
read
hundred
another
percent.
article that said that America's debt like hit 31 trillion or something. I was like, that's like that's so ridiculous. That number's
All right,
like we're paying
like
that back.
okay,
Like what?
that's
Who do we owe
At
that
that point, it
to?
doesn't
what.
even mean anything.
I'm sorry, dude. They were fucking printing money like crazy during the pandemic. Those numbers are just fucking numbers. Who gives
Yeah,
a fuck?
they
I mean,
really
who's
mean
gonna?
nothing.
Sorry, who's gonna come to collect?
Yeah, exactly. Clark says 42 trillion, even
You know who's
more.
gonna come to collect? The Daddy, the Baby, and the Holy Spirit. They're gonna get that
The baby boy,
the baby
the
boy.
daddy, the baby boy, and the Holy Spirit. We gotta come up with another name for the Holy Spirit since we came up with another name for the other two.
We gotta do that. We'll work on it. We'll workshop that. Disco, you got any
Okay.
other news there?
No, that's all I have for today,
All
folks.
right.
Nice.
Eslam, you want to go or you want me to go?
I can go. I
Okay.
got 4 quick ones.
Let's do it.
Let us do it. Alrighty. Can you guys see?
Sure can. Bam.
Alrighty. Can you just switch up the screen a little bit? Yep. Thank you, sir. All right. Todd McFarlane's Spawn movie has added the Joker's writer, with Jamie Foxx still set to star. So I'm guessing Jamie Foxx will be Spawn himself, and the Joker writer has joined the project. I cannot wait for this Spawn remake. I love Spawn. Spawn's one of my favorite characters. And
I like Jamie Foxx too. He's a good
Jamie
actor.
Foxx
he's so
I like
talented,
Jamie
man. He
Foxx
can
a
like
lot.
do
Jamie
anything.
Foxx is literally one of the most talented people in the world.
I could see him as
For
Spawn.
real.
I really like the idea of him as Spawn.
He can act, he can sing, he can play piano. Like the man is he does stand-up comedy, he does impressions. Like the man can do everything. Like my god.
Yeah, Clark's
Um,
right. The world needs more Jamie Foxx.
For real
exactly.
though.
I'm gonna try this V real quick. I'm supposed to see what it looks like. You can keep going.
Yeah.
It's covering
CD Projekt Red is working on Witcher 3, on 3 Witcher games, a new Cyberpunk, and a new IP. So, the new Cyberpunk they're working on is more of a sequel to the current one, and they're 3 Witcher games. I don't know what levels of detail these Witcher games are. If they're all going to be as large as The Witcher 3, I don't know. But there might be like one Witcher game that's that size and
Mobile
like
game.
2 other games that are like one that's mobile, one
Well, I
that's
remember
whatever.
there was like the Gwent spinoff and stuff like that. So it could be
Yeah,
a number of things. It could legit be more of that, more like
yeah.
big open world RPGs.
Gwent was actually really fun
Dude, I
too.
love
I
playing
like
Gwent.
playing that in the
I
game.
love playing Gwent.
Sometimes I'll just be there, just like, damn, I need better cars.
That's
and,
why I
like,
never got far in the
stuff.
game because I would start playing Gwent. And was like, this is all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. I don't care about the whatever the hell the group was called, the Hunt, or the
And
Wild Hunt.
recently, Cyberpunk 2077 had like 20 million users
You know
per
why,
day.
right?
They did an update, right? And
The show.
Oh, right, the show hit and
They did an update
people.
and they timed it with the show, and then there's like DLC that's like outfits and stuff from the show that you could play in the game, and it's like that got a bunch of people to jump on there. So yeah, it was what was the
Yeah.
number I saw? Like 20 million
Like
you said, or something like that?
20 million users per day or something like
And
that.
that's the first time they've done that since like the game dropped. So
Yeah.
it's like there's a big
So-
resurgence because of that, and the same thing happened with The Witcher 3 when they dropped the Witcher
With
TV
the-
show on Netflix.
Yep.
Same thing. Everybody jumped into The Witcher, so it looks like
Yeah, so that reinvigorated the cyberpunk world and game, so people started going back in there, and that gave them the funding to start making new things and a new IP. Hopefully, it's good.
Yeah, hopefully.
Some good news thanks to the cultured nerd. A scooper has like said that Joe Magliano might be coming back as Deathstroke in most likely a what's it called? Fuck, like not in
Miniseries
like
spin-off show.
yeah, but not in like a Batman themed show. More of like a Suicide Squad version or role like his role be in a Suicide Squad movie, not in like versus Batman or like a Batman project like he was supposed to be before. He was most likely going to be like the movie The Batman was supposed to be a Ben Affleck project, and Deathstroke was going to be a big part of it. But then that went through all these transformations and ended up being what it was, which was great. So I hope to see Joe Magliano again as Deathstroke. I'm very excited.
I hope he's a good Deathstroke, but I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know how I feel about him.
I hope so too. So we only got to see a glimpse of him in what is it was Superman versus Batman versus Superman. At the end, it was an end credit.
League? I don't remember. It was one of them.
Because of whenever Lex Luthor escaped and
yeah, so it probably was Batman v Superman.
All right. So the DC Gram has also released the possible and some confirmed cameos coming up in these movies. So Superman has all but been confirmed to be showing up in the Black Adam movie, and actually Henry Cavill donning the suit, not a faceless Superman, not like a shadowy figure of Superman up where you can't see the face. Actually Henry Cavill in the suit coming back as Superman in the Black Adam movie. The Rock has been alluding to Superman versus Black Adam for a while, ever since he announced him being Black Adam. He always said, like one of his main promos was the power dynamics is going to change and blah, 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 blah. So we might be seeing Henry Cavill coming back, which is if this happens, this is hopefully a great sign for the future of DC movies, and hopefully getting a sequel to um, Man of Steel and seeing Henry Cavill don the cape again. He was a great Superman, and it would be the worst to see him not do more than one movie.
But will Henry Cavill have a mustache that needs to be CGI'd
on? Right
His
now,
face is gonna be CGI'd on.
right now I doubt he will have a mustache. The mustache was because he was doing Mission Impossible. Yeah. So, it looks like there's a rumor that Shazam: Fury of the Gods will have a cameo of Diana, which makes sense. The gods are that he's fighting or going up against are Greek gods, and Diana is a Greek goddess. So
having Wonder Woman show up would make sense.
Yeah, so it would make a whole lot of sense. Batman has already been confirmed to be on reshoots with Aquaman. What is it, The Lost Kingdom? So we're definitely going to see Ben Affleck reprise his role as Batman in Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom. And I think there's currently reshoots happening or something happening with The Flash. That's why it was delayed. And it looks like we're getting one, two, or maybe all of them. Most likely Batman, because I think they were doing reshoots with Michael Keaton. So Michael Keaton might be getting taken out of the Flash paradox and replaced with Ben Affleck again to continue the continuity of the Snyderverse. Whether Zack Snyder's involved or not, they want to keep these actors, and these actors have so far have been coming back since the merger and the firing of all the shitty executives. Now, Walter Hamada has not been fired yet. He will be soon. He will be. I think his contract is up soon, and it's not going to be renewed. So I think once he's gone, completely gone, we might start hearing rumors of Ray Fisher, aka the Cyborg, also coming back because he had huge issues with Walter Hamada. So here's hoping for that. And that was all my news.
All right. So, yes, let's clap. Let's all clap. Yeah. What's it called? Disco or Eslam, if you're here, since you're here now, either one of you can just pull up my links for me for the news.
Go for it. Yeah.
While I go through the wrestling.
Let me share my screen.
Yep, and then you can do it in the order I sent it. It's fine. All right. Do me a favor and scroll down just a tiny smidge. Why are there ads? Okay. Or, you can do the opposite of the order. Anyway, so we got...
my bad. Was that the wrong one?
Fine. It doesn't matter which order.
No, it's fine. I got you, son.
Just look at that face.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, I'll do this one. Leave order.
I'll switch. I got it. Is it still sharing, or?
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, God. Okay. Got this.
You got it. I believe
I love how loud your
he's clicking
trackpad
really
is.
Hard. Just try to get the
so
text. Leave the text in there if possible, Disco. Like the headline. There we go. So back at it with Powerbomb Weekly. So not much has been going on in the world of wrestling. But I am gonna bring you a little bit of the news while I look over to the chat and see just
pineapple pizza,
and it just makes me just hate on Eslam just a little bit more. But there is going to be there is a whole new shakeup for the commentary teams on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT and more. Disco, if you could scroll down a little bit more, we go through the names who's going to be on what show. So they recently just started new seasons of all the WWE shows. So it looks like on Raw, I'm just going to do the main commentary teams for now. We're going to have Kevin Patrick and Corey Graves. Corey Graves is a former wrestler who got injured, was forced to go to commentary, and has become like one of the top commentary people in all of WWE. He's been moved around from Raw to NXT to SmackDown. This man proves that he's just he's good. Kevin Patrick, he's still a little bit newer to the game, but he's also very good. I feel like he and Corey Graves are gonna have a great dynamic. Seeing them there, and then on SmackDown, I'm very, very excited about this team. Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. Michael Cole has been synonymous with WWE as on the commentary team for many, many years. I want to say he started in like '98 or '99, and he's gone forward to become like the lead commentary guy ever since JR left WWE. So having Michael Cole with Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett, back on the SmackDown commentary team. I've always loved Wade as a commentator. He used to be a wrestler in WWE and in other places. Recently, he was doing commentary on NXT, but seeing he and Michael Cole together is going to be such a great dynamic. Wade Barrett's going to be like the old school heel, like I like all the bad guys, type of thing. So, and then you're going to have Michael Cole be the play-by-play commentary. I think that's going to be amazing. On NXT, Big Joseph and Booker T. So I love Booker T on commentary. Vic Joseph, he's another one of the younger guys who's really good. He's going to be the play-by-play here, and just Booker T on NXT specifically is great because NXT is where they have the younger talent, the up-and-coming guys. Booker T is going to go out there, and Booker T runs a wrestling school and owns his own promotion as well. So a lot of his students have gone through WWE or AEW and other promotions. So having Booker T not only do commentary but also be kind of like a mentor as well for these kids while they're going through is such to be a great thing. And we're gonna get to hear Booker T say more of his catchphrases, such as "Shucky Ducky Quack Quack." I can't wait for that. We also have now these are the other shows that they're not the biggest. NXT Level Up. Ever since they got rid of NXT UK, NXT Level Up has been a new show that they kind of put in. It's funny. So NXT is for when people move up to Raw or SmackDown. NXT Level Up is for when people move up to NXT. It's a fairly recent new show. Sudu Shah, who I'm not going to lie, I'm not familiar with this person. I don't know how they are in commentary, but I do know Nigel McGuinness, another former wrestler. Dude was one of the most badass, hard-hitting guys in like Ring of Honor back in the day. He's been doing commentary for NXT UK for a bit, and yes, Nigel deserves more. I agree. But having Nigel McGuinness on NXT Level Up, I feel like does bring a bit of credibility to NXT Level Up. The problem is nobody's watching this show. I'm not gonna lie, nobody's watching NXT Level Up. Me, I watch every wrestling show. I'm probably not gonna watch NXT Level Up. I will try. I will do my best. But it's sad to see. And then main event, we got Kevin Patrick and Byron Saxton. Main event, nobody watched that.
What is that?
Yeah.
Main event is the show that people always turn around like, bro, main event's still on? Like that show still exists.
Damn.
I think it's on Wednesdays. Maybe it's on Thursdays. I couldn't even tell you. I don't watch that shit. Kevin Patrick, he's a good commentator. Byron Saxton, I actually like Byron Saxton on commentary. He plays like the nerd who's just like, hey, I like everybody. Why can't we all be friends? He's fun and entertaining. But seeing these guys on main event, I feel like it's kind of just a placeholder. It's just like, hey, we just need something for there. Like, as you can see, all the other shows, they all have the commentary team, a ring announcer, and backstage interviewers. They don't even have backstage interviewers on main event because nobody gives a damn. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get there, Clark. I'm gonna get there. I see Clark's a wrestling fan, man. Clark, if you don't subscribe to us, I'm gonna be really upset. But that's all I got for in terms of commentary team. Disco, if you could just click another one and surprise me. Let's see which one you go with.
I got you.
But let's see. Next up,
you can just if you open multiple tabs and just share that window,
you can
just switch between the tabs instead of.
I like hearing the clicks though.
All right. I don't know why there's so many.
Yeah. Okay. Sarah Lee, former WWE Tough Enough winner, sadly passed away at the age of 30 years old.
Oh damn.
Very young.
Dang, that's young.
Yeah. So
younger than all of us.
Yeah.
Shoot.
We old men out here.
So we don't know the reasons as to why she has passed away. I don't know if it's medical related or anything like that, but it is sad news, of course, anytime anyone passes away. This is something you don't ever want to see. She did leave behind a husband who is another wrestler. He used to be a WWE wrestler as well. I don't remember his exact name. It's somewhere in the article if you want to just scroll down a little bit, Disco. And she also left behind, I believe, 3 children. So, of course, yeah, these are all sad things to see. I don't know why there's ads on this. I apologize, guys. There shouldn't have been. Yeah, scroll.
Does it say?
Yeah, I don't.
Wesley Blake.
Wesley Blake. That's right, Wesley Blake, who used to be part of a tag team back in NXT. I'm not even sure if he still wrestles, to be honest with you. But once again, it's sad to see. Sarah Lee won the last Tough Enough competition that they did. She only ever had one match against Alicia Fox. I believe it says it in the article there. Yeah, it says it right there. And yeah, just I mean, she wasn't a part of the wrestling world for too long, but she was there. She was entertaining. She did entertain the fans, regardless of how many matches she had and how many shows she was on. But once again, it's sad to see anybody pass away. So of course, thoughts and prayers to her family. And it's just overall sad news. If you want to move on to the next one, there, Disco, last one, where Clark Griswold alluded to the Andrade Sammy stuff going on. So I talked about a little while ago that there's been drama in AEW. Remember I told you about the Elite getting suspended, CM Punk, well, Kenny Omega as well, all of them getting suspended because of a backstage fight. Well, there's still more backstage heat in in AEW. Andrade El Idolo apparently has been having issues with Sammy Guevara backstage, and the beef, like, it even went out on Twitter, where Sammy calls out Andrade and is just like, bro, this dude's not even trying to be in AEW. He's legit purposely trying to get fired. So there's just a lot of like mess going around backstage. It's like you watch AEW and the show, it's a good product. I still enjoy the show. This past Wednesday, it wasn't the best episode. You still have some of the best wrestlers. You had Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Daniel Garcia, and Bryan Danielson in the main event. So that's all there, but you see all this backstage drama going on, and it's crazy to see, like, AEW, who, like, a year ago this wasn't there. So seeing all this go on is crazy. So Andrade, apparently he and Sammy, there was rumors that they were going to either try to get to a fight, or there was a fight, depending on who you check with. But there's a lot of people who side with Andrade. Rush, for example, who is a former tag team partner. They were part of Los Ingobernables back when they were wrestling in Mexico. So he posted this picture in support of Andrade, but it seems like Andrade is not trying to be there, according to Sammy Guevara and maybe a few other people. Like, he's trying to get out of AEW, and I wouldn't be surprised. When he was in NXT, run by Triple H, he was a champion at one point. He was presented as a top guy. And now that Triple H is running WWE Creative, why wouldn't Andrade want to go back to WWE, where his wife, Charlotte Flair, is also wrestling? So it just seems like he might just be trying to get out of that contract. So I don't know. Andrade is one hell of a wrestler. Anybody who has Andrade on their roster is only going to have it for the better. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on this whole Andrade Sammy Guevara news. But another thing I want to mention is Sammy Guevara is known for having a lot of issues. He had beef with people in TNA back in the day. He had gotten suspended for some stuff he had said about Sasha Banks a few years back. So it's like he's not, the perfect angel either. He's had a lot of issues, but it just seems like there's a lot of drama in the backstage area with the rosters of AEW. And Clark Griswold says it best. Like, what is TK, meaning Tony Khan? What is he going to be doing with this? Like, what is he going to do with everything that's going on backstage? There's this. Just a little while ago, Sammy Guevara and Eddie Kingston got into a quote-unquote fight. So it's just a lot of egos going around back there. What's Clark saying? Back in the time with Brody Lee, nothing came from AEW locker room. Now it is every other day. That is true. R.I.P. Brody Lee. The man probably was a locker room leader that was keeping everything in check.
But yeah, kind of like Eddie Guerrero, right?
There was, Eddie started some fights. Eddie was one of the guys caused the drama. But
I think later on, didn't he get religious and he was?
Yeah, but
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, Eddie, because Eddie used to have an alcohol problem, but yeah, he got religious, but Eddie still had his moments, like
he got sacrilegious. Sorry,
but even Kurt Angle quoted saying, "It's like Eddie Guerrero was just like there was one time where he and Eddie got into like a backstage fight, and this was after Eddie was saved." Eddie did the shuffle, yes, with the little, but yeah, no, it's a common thing backstage for wrestlers to be like this, but just looks like AEW. It's almost like every week there's just more and more drama, and I love the company. I don't want to see it, defeated itself because of this, but it's what it is. Hopefully they get their shit straightened out. Hopefully WWE continues to do well with Triple H, and we can see how that's going. And I like New Japan. I like talking about the G1. So
are we talking about some climax?
Not yet. We're not ready to climax just yet. We'll get ready for the G1 climax in a little bit.
Okay.
Damn. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed the last one, Disco. You didn't get to climax.
You weren't.
Last
You have to
time.
wait a whole year to climax now.
It's terrible. I'm all backed up.
Oh man, but that's all I got for the news. That is Powerbound Weekly for this week. The show within a podcast. But thank you.
That's right. The mini podcast within a podcast.
The podcast within a podcast.
Oh, Podception.
There it is.
That's right.
There it is.
All right. Final thoughts. Let's wrap up.
My final thought is I just want to thank Clark for tuning in. It was a pleasure having you. Yeah. You were awesome. The engagement was lovely. The conversation was wonderful. You're an awesome person. We could just tell based off your comments and your answers and, whatever you just added to. It was awesome having you.
Did we say happy birthday to Henry?
Yeah, we started off with Henry.
Okay, happy birthday, Henry.
That was another thing I wanted to mention. Henry and Clark, you're new. You just checked us out. We very much appreciate it. Like Disco said, Henry has literally been here since day one, since before we were on Twitch. Henry himself has been on the podcast numerous times. So Henry, once again, thank you for engaging, and also thank you for engaging with Clark and Clark engaging with Henry. I love seeing people engage with each other in the podcast. I want to see more about that. So tell everybody you know. Tell your friends. Henry, just do better in the league.
Damn, bro. Why you gotta do him like
that's
that?
That's the second time I've done that, by the way. But
yeah, that's messed up.
We're about to lose a follower. Just gonna roast the shit.
Like, holy shit.
All right, Eslam.
My final thoughts. Whew. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for listening to the Los Wise Guys podcast. If you like what you hear, follow us on social media. Like, subscribe, share, rate, review. Again, thank you to Henry and Clark for joining us. You guys made this episode even more fun. We love talking with people in the Discord. It's awesome. This is not called the Discord?
This is the chat.
I know.
Discord's a website.
No, I know Discord's a website, but this is not called a Discord? That's not
the Twitch
a term?
That you're talking to.
Yeah, but isn't Discord a term for
as far as I know?
Yeah,
chatting?
But it's confusing, because the app is called Discord.
Yeah,
but I think that's why they called it Discord,
right? Very familiar with Discord, so I would specifically not use the word Discord in this situation.
All right, well, fuck those people then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna move you down here.
All right.
So you can go ahead and keep doing the outro.
Nah, fuck it. I'm done. You do the outro. You finish it.
Discord is a disagreement between people, so I don't think that fits what you're saying either.
Well, no, it does because that's what most people do in the chat is disagree with each other.
All
Except
I'm saying,
Henry and Clark, they were great.
All I'm saying is I like good pizza. That's all I'm saying. But if you also like good pizza, and if you want to give Eslam a follow anyway, you could go ahead and follow us at our social medias right there, LWG_Eslam, Emperor.disco, and LWG_Dan Rosado. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or any other social media. Also, be sure to check out Los Wise Guys on TikTok. Please do not forget to go onto our YouTube site. Just search Los Wise Guys on YouTube, or right here on twitch.tv/Los Wise Guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, do everything. Engage with us like Clark and Henry did in this episode. As you saw, we engaged with them the entire episode. That could be you as well. Also, be sure to just tell your friends, tell everybody. If everybody tells one person, we'll have 4 people. So that would be very helpful. So just tell everybody you know. Also, if you want to check out all the other amazing content we do, be sure to go to loswiseguys.com. That's where you can see the LWGFEGL, where I referenced that Henry, you need to do better. But please check out all our content there on the Los Wise Guys website. And is there anything else we need to say before we go?
Stay
Happy
sacrilegious.
Horror Month.
Yes, both of those things. All right, once again, Henry, Clark, thank you very much. And everybody, have a great week.